Launching a career in commercial agriculture can be a struggle for many. The deck is stacked against these future stewards of the land as they face high entry costs and limited lending opportunities in an ever-changing economic environment.
Your startup costs being so high, it's a big discouragement for your young farmers. So if they can get a leg up somehow or a benefit from, established farmers or farmers who have start a trust, that's a huge benefit for the farm community as a whole.
However, one Iowa farmer's love of the land inspired him to help future generations of those just starting out. Almost 40 years ago, Harold Darner came up with a plan to help new farmers survive and thrive. With no family to take over his operation, Darner decided to place his land and house in a trust and gift it to those with a specific interest in tilling the soil. In 1998, nearly 30 years after the will was written, the Darner Trust was set in motion. The trust, one of only few known to exist across the country, contained extraordinarily specific conditions for prospective residents.
The bank was selected to be the trustee, and we are to administer the trust for 100 years, leasing the farm to tenants for 5-year periods of time, and those tenants are to be young married couples with a true desire to make farming their life's work.
The place where that life work starts is a 160-acre farm just south of Fremont, Iowa. The tenants live in the former Darner home for free. They pay rent on the farm ground, but at significantly reduced rates, allowing the young couples to save money for the future. After 5 years, the lease is up for renewal. The trustees move on to their own farm, and the application process starts all over again. This cycle will repeat 15 more times until 2098, when the farm will be donated to the University of Iowa.
We actually put an ad in the local newspapers advising the public that we are in the process of taking applications for this opportunity. We then will screen all of those written applications through a local trust committee of 4 people, and then we make a very difficult decision at the end of that process of who to select for the next 5-year period. And I can assure you it's a very painstaking process that we all take very seriously, because we actually hold in our hands the ability to help out one family that's being represented by all these different applications.
One of those couples helped by the Darner Trust were Seth and Jenny Van Zanti. Along with their 4 children, the couple lived on the farm from 2008 to 2013.
What we're doing here is not really about us. It's about who's next here. And even though we're right in the midst of trying to become established, we've got to think forward to what, whether it's our kids or that generation in particular, what are things we can be doing today to give them the skills for tomorrow.
The low cash rent and high grain prices of the time helped the Van Zantis get a sizable head start on the operation they always dreamed of owning.
Other people just getting the word out that you can do this with your farm operation. If there's older farmers out there and they're not sure what they want to do, they should, check into maybe setting something up like this for their farm to benefit younger farmers.
The Van Zantis were able to expand their operation by several hundred acres because of the savings opportunity made possible by their stretch on the Darner place. Brett and Morgan Mallory, the current tenants of the Darner farm, have off-farm jobs to help make ends meet. They are grateful for what the trust has provided them in their quest to purchase their own place.
I farm with my stepdad part-time. Getting started farming is kind of hard, so we do a little bit of construction on the side, and this came along and we decided to hop on it. Honestly, we probably wouldn't be started farming yet. I don't know. There's not really too many people that want to start somebody out anymore, and cash rent's king at the current times, and just kind of nice to know that someone had the vision to start us out.
The Malorys are in their 4th year on the farm and are currently searching for land to acquire. Darner's one idea, more than 3 decades ago, will touch 20 couples over the trust's lifespan. For those who qualify for the opportunity, it means a greater chance to have a life working the land and the potential to pass something on to their own families.
without the Darner Trust, we probably wouldn't be able to provide opportunities for the kids if that so choose if that's what they want to do in life is agriculture, whether it's in the operations side, whether it's in the retail side, whether it's even in ag whatsoever. It's allowed us to give them the life experiences that you see in the farming sector, and hopefully we can extend that to them.
For Market to Market, I'm John Torpy.